What if I told you that making your first $1,000 online from your service business is actually simpler than you thought? Not necessarily easier, but it is simpler for a service business at least. As someone that has done it multiple times over, I'm fairly confident in saying out some ground rules that you can have in mind as you push forward onto this new and very much exciting path. The thing to remember is that $1,000 may not be the most amazing, impressive number in the grand scheme of things. You certainly will not retire off of it, but for someone that is going from zero to that, it's a very amazing achievement and something that you should aspire to and be proud of when you do hit it, because I've got faith in you. It is a long journey, and of course, so the thing that gets you there is something that you can hopefully see yourself doing beyond that number itself. Which leads us to our first tip actually. It's don't look at the money, look at what you love. And this actually came to mind when I was reading a novel the other day and contrasting it to a book that I was reading just for life philosophy type of stuff. And I just thought to my mind, why is this so much easier to read? And I have read like 300 chapters of it, when a book sitting on it and reading it for 30 minutes is so much more difficult. And that's when it hit me just how important it is to go after something that you are naturally reinforced by. Because when the going gets tough and you're not making a single dime and everything feels like it's slapping you in the face, that's what's gonna keep you going. It has to be something that you can see yourself becoming obsessed with in learning and improving on it. It will be the self-propelling mechanism of you are sucking at it, then you are average, then you are actually kind of good. And then at that point you are able to charge that difference from being average and from being great or good at it for money. The whole entire goal of this. Because otherwise, unless you can find some way to make it positively reinforcing to you, then you're going to be struggling through every single step of the way. And powering through it with sheer willpower all the time may work, but you're certainly not gonna be as efficient or focused if you had chosen just something that you are naturally drawn to. And even though I just said that, it's gonna be actually kind of contradicting in the second point. And it's that sales and marketing matters a lot more at the start than product does. And this goes double if you have a naturally introverted personality type. But it's just factual, and here's why. When you're starting a new business, the biggest blind spot that you have is that you have zero data to work with. Nada, zilch, nothing. You don't know how people feel about your service or product. You don't know how they feel about your messaging, your outreach, your price points, anything. You are completely a blank slate. But if you're good at sales and marketing, then one, a lot of people will have known about your product, hence your marketing, and two, a fair bit of people would have actually tried it because you sold them well on it. It is more important that way, because if you try to reverse that order, then you're gonna be doing the same thing that I did at the start, is completely working on your service slash product without any regard for public opinion, and then finding out at the end that, oh, I don't actually know how to sell or market this thing. Which sucks for a few reasons. Is that one, you have no money. The second is you don't actually know if you have crap or gold, which is actually important for the third point, which is feedback. Whatever you are offering is crap. Just take that as the assumption going into this. Yes, even if they have asked you for advice on it, even if they have complimented you for it, as long as it's not commercial feedback, i.e. people have put their money where their mouth was, then just chuck it out. Why I stress marketing and sales so much is that if you are good at them, then you will be able to fill that gap of having zero data about the actual reality of your business. And when it comes to people, they can throw out infinite lip service, but they cannot throw out infinite money. And that's when you know that you have something. What's the value of words if anyone can say anything that they want, you know? The general overarching theme about all of this is to just listen to whatever feedback the market gives you back on it. If they say that your thing is too expensive, most of them at least, then your thing is too expensive. If most of them say that you are too slow, then you are too slow, regardless of your own personal feelings about it. This is a business. You're here to make money, not to boost your ego. If a certain thing works when you're trying to reach them, then you follow that thing. Regardless if it's emails, DMs, cold calls, knocking on their doors, flyers, whatever it is. And the better and clearer idea you have of whatever avatar that you're trying to pursue, then the more sensible of reasonings that you can have with what thing is likely to work best. And the best signal will always be referrals, especially unprompted ones, because it means that they put social capital on the line. It's like when a friend refers to you a movie, then you find out it is actually garbage, so your opinion of his movie taste goes down and down into the drain. Kind of like that. Speaking of things being on the line is actually our fourth point, cash flow. The hardest balance that I have had to strike so far is the balance between having enough clients to have positive cash flow going in and also being picky about them in order to get those dream clients that you're really passionate about the project, you really like them as a person, they pay really well, and it's all just a wonderful harmonious relationship. Balancing between those and people that just give you monotonous, low paying, but somewhat fairly, sometimes reliable work is the hardest balance that I have had to learn, and I'm still trying to freaking learn it, because the problem is, in effect, you're balancing short-term monetary gain with long-term lasting potential pretty much. Low quality clients will get you work and money going through the door, but they will take away valuable, precious time that you could be using to outreach to higher tier clients. Or make content in order to attract those higher tier quality clients that will be a lot better for you in the future. My best advice on it is to never go zero cash flow. Never fill up your time, all of it, with low quality clients that you don't have enough in the tank in order to outreach to better ones and just sharpen yourself up in order to have more opportunities that you can take advantage of when they actually do come your way. The only exception to that is that if you're in a pinch for money, and I understand that, I'm just saying it out as a general rule because it happens to all of us. And lastly, and the shortest of them all, because it is actually the one that hits the hardest, is that it's going to take much longer than you expect. And that's perfectly fine. So long as you see and feel yourself progressing and improving, then that's all that matters. Just do it to the best of your ability and give that the highest importance. And with that, I believe in you. If you're not struggling, you're not growing. Remember that. And bye.